breathe, guys. Today is May 22nd. It's a Saturday. It's the year 2021. I'm your host, Dubby Dubois, coming to you from the Dubois Studios, and this is The Standard.
To all the non-believers.
How did that?
To all the non-believers. Especially you, Tom Jackson. Way to have our back, Keyshawn. Anybody can be beat.
So how did that just feel?
Felt great. Poetic justice. We know we were a much better team than we came up and represented ourselves. And we're pissed off. We was ready to come back and show what type of defense, what type of team this was, what kind of character we had. We take a lot of slack. People gave us no chance, like we barely made it in playoffs. We're a good football team.
It looks like this team played with anger all day. Why, Bart?
For all you non-believers, disrespect us, talk crap about the defense like we ain't the third best defense in the league. All we hear is about their defense. They can't stop a nosebleed. 25th in the league, and we the one to get disrespected.
Congratulations. See you in Pittsburgh.
Can't wait.
Back to you.
Thank you, Bart. Thank you, Sal, for that standard introduction, and we appreciate it. And so let's get right down to business. Last time I saw you guys, we were talking about the play-in, the NBA playoff play-in, where we had the bottom 4 teams from the top 10 of each conference vying for playoff entry and playoff positioning. We broke it down, the 7 through 10 seed. We had the 7-8 matchups and the 9 and 10s, and the winner moved from the 7 and 8, moved on to the playoffs, and, the rest, so forth. So now, Tuesday, the play-in started. I know, I think I did pretty good, man. I got 3 out of the 4 play-in teams in. I didn't think the Warriors were not going to make it. I'm sure not many people didn't, but I got the Wizards, I got the Celtics, and I got the Lakers. Okay, so let's start off with the Pacers and the Hornet game that set the things off. Pacers blew away the Hornets, got those kids out of here, and that set them up for a second game, which would get them in the playoffs. They would fight the loser of the Celtic Wizards game, and we know what happened on Tuesday night. Westbrook had an off game. The Tatum went for a 50-burger. Celtics did what a lot of people thought they weren't going to be able to do, and that's handle their business. They got right in. They blew the doors off the Wizards in the second half, and they catapulted themselves into the 7th seed, where they will go on to play the Brooklyn Nets on Saturday, tonight. The Wizards, they had another shot where they ended up playing the Pacers. And I had the Pacers getting the playoffs because I thought the Wizards were going to beat the Celtics. I thought the Pacers were going to get the Celtics out. But Pacers got smoked by the Wizards again. Westbrook's dominated them all season. He had a monster performance coming off the loss. Kept a lot of his naysayers hushed for the time being because they were waiting for Russ to lose that play-in game. They were going to come for him. You know the deal. But that did not happen. Wizards advance. They go on to the first round to play the Sixers. And we're going to get into those brackets momentarily. But first, we're going to talk about the Western Conference play-in games, and that's where that Wednesday night game, LeBron hits the shot. He said he had double vision. He's falling on the ground. He's dying and all the extra LeBron antics. But you cannot deny the magnitude of the shot, the clutchness of the shot he made from over 30-plus feet out. Curry on him, makes the shot, sends the Lakers to the 7th seed where they will meet the Suns on Sunday. Friday. Boom. So, Grizzlies play the Spurs. Grizzlies handle the Spurs. It sets up a Warriors-Memphis. This is like the 3rd time they played in 8 days. And the Warriors beat those kids up twice. They played them on Sunday. The Warriors put their hands on them. It put them in a position where they were ready for the Warriors on Friday night. In the last playing game, the Grizzlies were up pretty much the whole night. The Warriors, Steph Curry flurries. He finished with 39. John Morant had 35. He had an answer for Steph. Valanciunas played well. Jaren Jackson hit shots. And Brooks did his thing. And the Grizzlies were very impressive. They were very impressive. Draymond Green missed a cutting layup with time expiring in regulation and forced overtime. And the Grizzlies took over and they blew away the Stephen Curry led Warriors and send the Warriors home. Curry in the press conference saying they're gonna lick their wounds and they'll be back. They're gonna revamp and they'll be back. So pretty much all you guys who are on that team, y'all ain't gonna be there. Steph already said that, so y'all know the drill. So it sets up our first round matchups. Our playing teams are in today's playoff day. Bucks and Heat. They're gonna kick it off. Hopefully, when this video loads, they're gonna be into it because it's about 12:30 here right now. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Butler's been banged up. Jimmy Butler's missed 8 games. The Heat eliminated the Bucks last year in the second round of the playoffs, and it set up what we have now. Bucks cruise into the playoffs. They took their time. They took care of the health. They bringing in Drew Holiday this year instead of Gordon. That's the difference between their team this year and last year. Like I said, they toned everything down. The regular season wins were not as monumental as they were for them in prior seasons. So that made them end up a 3 seed, and they're very cool with it. The Heat very banged up. The NBA runner-up, the Eastern Conference champions, defending Eastern Conference champions, they're going to go into Milwaukee today. I don't like their chances. I don't feel this is not the bubble Bucks. This is not the bubble Heat. The Bucks are a team that have a lot to prove, and I don't know if they're going to prove it this year. Listen, the Bucks are like plus 800 to make the finals. I threw $20 in there, all right? It brings me back what? $1.60. Why not? Why not? The Nets, the odds on the Nets are two. They're not worth it, and neither are the Sixers odds. They're both almost minus money. The Sixers is almost even, and the Nets is minus money. So I took the Bucks. And then for me to take the Bucks, I'm gonna like them against the Heat. You know, we love Tyler Hero and Nunn and Bam and all of them. They're all solid. Of course, they got Jimmy, Duncan Robinson, those guys, and that's all cool. But I just think the Bucks gonna have too much. You know, DiVincenzo's defense, Drew Holiday, the best two-way player in the league, maybe one of the best two-way players in the league. And then you got the Middleton, who's a bucket. And of course, you know, we got the man Giannis. I don't like it. At Brook Lopez, I don't like it for the Heat. Give me the Bucks in, Game 6 in Miami. Give me the Bucks in 5. I'm gonna close them out. I think the Bucks are gonna win both of their home games. And the Bucks are going to win a game in Miami and close them out in 5. I think the Bucks are going to handle their business. I think they mean business, and I think they'll be going into the second round. Okay, our second game of the afternoon is a Western Conference 4-5 matchup, and that's how we're going to do the series according to this chronological order right here. The Mavs and the Clip joint. The Clippers, much like the Bucks, waiting for the playoffs all year. A team that is looked upon as underachievers, a team that is looked upon as a team that can't get it done, a team that is looked upon like the Bucks as predicted as finalists and champions in prior years, and they weren't able to get it done. So just like that, the players, like especially the Paul Georges, the playoff Ps, they have this under this extra pressure and this extra eye will be on them, so to speak. People are going to be watching Paul George's performance. Of course, Paul George, you know, valid excuse for me as far as his lack of his bad performance in the bubble last year. He said he was going through depression. He said he missed his family. Especially missed his daughter. Listen, who the hell am I to say that couldn't affect him? I always say in this sports, the most important thing is the mental. All of these guys are physically gifted. All these guys can throw the curveball. All these guys got hands. At the end of the day, do you have hands in the big spot? Can you handle the media pressure? Can you handle the LA and New York medias? Can you handle the scrutiny? Can you handle the pressures? You know, and that story is coming in the forefront when we're talking about the Kwame Brown situation. We're going to talk about that in another show. You know, we're coming into the league as a 17-year-old in the Jordans and all of them, the 40-year-old idol just shitting on you. And mentally, some people can't fathom that. Some people can't get a grip with that, but like I said, look at Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz, he wasn't able to play in the Super Bowl. The guy backs him up. The guy wins the Super Bowl. They put a statue of the guy in the building. Everyone in Philadelphia is looking at Carson like, what's up, bro? What's up, bro? What's up, bro? He couldn't take that shit no more. He's in Indianapolis. I bet he have a big year. That it's the mental, man. It's about the mental. So back to the Clippers and Paul George. We're talking about that. They're going to play a Maverick team. Luka. Yo, man, listen, man. I think Luka's spectacular, even though him and Porzingis, the reports are saying that they're not getting along. Even Mark Cuban kind of insinuated that. Listen, that's not going to, and at the end of the day, in this playoff series, it's not going to matter if those two get along. If they lose, it will, but They got players. They got Finney Smith, defender, shooter. They got Timmy. They got guys. They got Brunson. Of course, they got Big Kristaps. They got Luka. But I just think the clip joint with all that's on them and the robot on their side, Kawhi, and they've got other guys. I just think they're gonna be able to get it done, and I think they're gonna defeat the Milwaukee Bucks. Yeah, I do. Okay. The 2-7. I said the Milwaukee Bucks. They're going to defeat the Dallas Mavericks. Give me the Clippers in 7. Mavs is going to give them some run. Give me the clip joint in 7. 7. But man, it's going to be scary for the Clippers if they to play that game 7, though, right? But I think they can get it done. Okay. Game 1. ABC matchup, baby. Celtics, highly touted coming into the year. Very talented. Big money young players. Of course, Tatum Brown. Kemba, they got the league together. They took care of their business against the Wizards on Tuesday, so he's had plenty of rest. Listen, the Nets know, first of all, the Nets' big threes only played together 6 times. I'm sorry, 8 times. They're 6-2. They played 8 times this year out of 72 games together. They're going to play all their playoff games together, barring injury. A lot of it was load management with Durant. They called it the hammy, but why rush him back? They still finished with the 2nd seed. They still were brilliant. Their bench players got a lot of run. They feel very important and relevant. The Bruce Browns and the Joe Harrises and the TLCs and the Nick Claxtons. And these guys are going to be very vital. Very, very vital to a Nets playoff run. A team that's expected to go all the way to the NBA Finals. Celtics, very impressive win, like I said, against Washington, but that's the Washington Wizards. I think the Celtics are going to be pumped up to play against KD, Harden, and of the great Kyrie. But I just don't think it's going to be enough, as most of you guys probably don't. Even people in Boston know the deal. But I think they're going to play hard. I think they're going to play well. I think they fall. I think they go 6. I think they stretch it a little bit, and they fall in a game 6 at home in Boston. I think the Nets are going to take them out and show them the dominance and that they're the premier team over them. All right, our 10:30 ESPN 6-3 matchup. Blazers jockeying for position all year long in that bottom half of the conference. Of course, they're dangerous. We're going to get to see the legend, Carmelo, coming off the bench for the Wizards, along with CJ and Dame. Nurkic and those guys. Very talented Portland team. But at the same time, they also have, what's my man name from Toronto? They got Norman Powell in that deal. It's a good ad. And they got Kanter. But the thing about Portland is the depth. How deep will they go? Nuggets overachieved all year. No Jamal Murray. They got the Joker, though. It's funny, man. Nurkic, a former Nugget, he was traded to Portland many, many moons ago because Portland had Denver drafted Joker. And he's going to get an opportunity to go against them. And Nuggets overachieve all year. We've been picking faves all so far. The 3, we picked the fave. We picked the 1, we picked the 4. We picked the 3, we picked the 4, we picked the 2. This one, I just Dame in the spot. They got CJ. Let's see some heart from the Blazers. I'm going to be disappointed in the Blazers. I don't want to hear about them no more if they can't handle this. People got Denver, they see Denver as they have overachieved. They've got the MVP of the league. He's playing without Murray, and it's spectacular. But I just, I like Portland, man. I like Portland, the backcourt. I think Nurkic is going to hold his own. Kanter going to do his thing. He got 6 fouls to burn. He can put the ball in the hole in the post. I know Nuggets got 18 minutes of scoring off the bench with a Millsap. And they got Willie Barton on defense and things like that. And I've seen them. Monte Morris is going to play. They got Rivers. But I like Portland's talent. Like I said, I think the Nuggets overachieve, and I think they're going to go out in 6. Yeah. So I got Bucks in 5, Clippers in 7, Nets in 6, and Portland in 6. Now, tomorrow, my boys, my guys, the Catfish Russ. But listen, it don't matter, if I like you. It don't mean I'm going to pick you. All right? If I like you, don't mean you right all the time. I'm not that guy. So, Washington, great second half of the season, and that has to be noted. They have this super backcourt. Russ lead the league in assists by a bunch. He has a phenomenal year. regardless of what people say. People are saying he washed up. You know, Bertans, he shoots the three. You know, they got Ish Smith. He's a little dynamo. They're a cute team. Robin Lopez with that jump hook. It's beautiful. It's ugly, but it's beautiful. It's smooth. They played real well. They smoked the Pacers the other night, but they've owned the Pacers. I can't say the same thing for the Sixers. They are going to be mismatched down low, overmatched down low. They got Howard and, of course, Embiid. You know, they can play Ben in the post if they want. They got guards. They got Maxey. They got Seth Curry. They got guys like that. The Sixers are number one seed for a reason. Like I said, I F with the Wizards, but I think the Wizards are going to fall in 5. Sixers in 5 in that 1-8 matchup. They're going to have one of those games, maybe 6. I'm hoping they can give them 6, you know? But we'll say Sixers in 5. Okay, the Lakers taking care of business Wednesday night. It garnered them some rest, so they're not playing Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 3 days. Got to practicing some shoot-arounds. Rest LeBron, left AD, rest whoever else. Listen, there's a whole bunch of another scandal going on with the Lakers and with LeBron and the COVID protocol. I mean, as big as a scandal you're going to get with LeBron, because LeBron and a lot of things get hushed. But he is supposed to have violated the COVID safety protocols on Friday. But for some reason, if it was a scrub, he wouldn't not be there. But I wouldn't worry about it. LeBron is going to be there. I'm going to do a little more of that on another program in a bit. But like I was saying, he went to something with Drake and a bunch of other guys. I think it was a tequila marketing thing. I don't remember for sure, but it violated the NBA's COVID safety protocols. Schroeder was out because of safety protocols. You have to have 15 players out of the 17 on the roster. If you got 3 guys who are not available, then the team is not available, I've been told. I've read, rather. So now, I appreciate Emmy for giving me that stuff this morning. So now, we know that LeBron is not going to get bagged on COVID. And because even if he did, this is not going to happen, man. It's like when Mahomes went into concussion protocol. Yeah, right. Like Mahomes he was going to pass the concussion protocol. They weren't going to let him miss the Super Bowl or a championship game. So you know how this goes. But with that said, Suns, Lakers, this is interesting matchup. The Lakers are favored to win the series, but the Suns are the favorite to win game 1. Go figure, right? Regardless, with a Chris Paul there, giving these young players confidence, man, it's hard to bet against LeBron, especially in the first round. The man's never lost a first-round series. He's only been out the playoffs 3 times in his career. A couple years ago, the first year with the Lakers when they were undermanned in his first 2 years in the league. I don't bet against LeBron in certain spots, and I don't bet against Brady. I've really got a lot of respect for the Suns and what they've done. I really think they've drawn a tough matchup. They probably would have been better off getting Golden State because Golden State was really a one-man show. Give me the Lakers. I'm going to show Chris Paul and the boys some respect. Give me the Lakers in 6. A crucial Game 5, series tied 2-2. Lakers going to steal Game 5 in Phoenix, go close them out at the Staples in Game 6. Okay, that's my prediction on the Lakers-Suns matchup. Hawks, Knicks, yeah, baby. The New York Knicks in the playoffs. The Hawks join them. 2 teams who have overachieved. You know I'm a Knicks fan. But like I said, that shit don't have no bearing on my prediction. I love the season the Knicks have had. Julius Randle, most improved player. D Rose is an NBA 6-man finalist. RJ Barrett, the improvement. Reggie Bullock, 3-and-D. Alex Burke, if you didn't know, you're going to know. Nationally televised. The Knicks balling. You cannot. Knicks fans are very confident. They asked for the Hawks. They got the Hawks. You cannot go in here and just think you're going to shit on the Hawks. The Hawks are revamped. The Hawks are strong down low with Capella. Of course, they got Mr. Young. Of course, they have, what's my man name? The swing man. I can't think of my nigga name. I say his name all the time, but I can't think of his damn name, man. They got him, you know, I'm mad as hell. I can't think of his name right now. They got my boy right there. They got Hunter also. This is a team who brought in Bogdanovic, and they brought in Gallinari, John Collins. That's the man I'm talking about, the swing man. They brought in Gallinari, they brought in Bogdanovic, and these guys, these European scorers, they're going to do just that. The Knicks have to be careful. This team has a lot of firepower. Both of these teams shoot the three tremendously. Both of the Hawks, the Knicks have had the Hawks number all season. The Hawks know that. The Hawks have gotten better after they fired their old coach. They replaced him with Nate McMillan. They've taken off. You have to beware of them. Just because the Knicks have the home field advantage, I'm going to give them the series in 7. Knicks in 7 to move on against the Hawks. So, I got 2 underdogs so far, and I'm going to keep it that way because the last game of the weekend will be the Grizzlies at the Jazz. The Grizzlies showing a lot of heart Friday night, so they're going to have one day before they go into Salt Lake City, and they play the top-seeded Jazz. Top-seeded Jazz have 2 6-man finalists in Joe Ingles and in Jordan Clarkson, okay? Firepower. Clarkson give you 18 off the bench. Conley's finally playing like Memphis Grizzlies. Conley, Spider Mitchell gets better every year. This is the best year of his career thus far. His 4th year in the league, I believe. You got players who stepped up. They're like, why is the Jazz good? I was telling my cousin. I was like, I'm going to tell you what. I don't know who's my cousin. Who's my man? Because my cousin know about the Jazz. It was my other homeboy. It was Zini. I was telling him why the Jazz is good. I was like, yo, Ryan O'Neal stepped up as a defender. Of course, you have Gobert. They got Derek Favors back. They brought him back in. That's another body. Ingles off the bench. 18 minutes off the bench. You got Clarkson off the bench. You got Spider. You got Conley. They're good, man. There was the top defensive teams in the league. We know about the big winning streak. You know what they bring to the table. The best record in the NBA. Grizzlies, a lot of heart, and that's going to get them a game. Give me the Jazz. Matter of fact, the Jazz be making shit difficult. They love 7-game series. Give me the Jazz in 7. Let's go 7. Jazz Grizzlies. Let's show John Morant and the boys the respect they deserve that they've earned, where they can give these guys a run. They put out the Warriors, a team that a lot of people thought was going to be a dynamo in the playoffs. I thought that. I thought the Warriors were going to go in and give people problems. I thought they were going in and grab the 8th seed and give the Jazz problems. Grizzlies take that. Grizzlies going to give the Jazz problems. Can't deny John Morant how good he is. His confidence is growing every day. Give me the Jazz in 7. Give me the Jazz in 7. All right, so that's pretty much our playoff matchup. I was telling you guys, I got a lot of shit. I'm gonna do a couple of videos. There's one video where I want to market this product to you, this TV product for you guys, and I'm gonna put that video together. I really want it to be good because it's a product that's gonna sell itself. I don't need me. You know, like I said, it's how I watch TV. You guys see me on Instagram talking about how I watch TV. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't, but I'm gonna put it on the tube, and we're gonna get it cracking. You know, and I'm gonna get you guys settled in. We're gonna cut the cords finally. And we're gonna have consistent television watching. I'm gonna do a video on that. Also, tomorrow I'm gonna do a video with the incomparable Olivia Linden, aka Emmington, aka Emmy, and we're gonna talk about some of the stuff like the Kwame stuff and other things that are pertinent in pop culture. Kwame transcending sports and pop culture with the prolific week he had this week, attacking platforms and reporters and being very factual with it. You know, attacking narratives. He's a breath of fresh air. We're going to talk about Kwame. Also, I was talking about basically, I already broke down the LeBron thing. I don't have the article in front of me, so I'm going to throw that in. We're going to talk about that with M. You know, like I said, there's no equal footing in nothing, you know. If Mahomes got a concussion protocol, he's going to play. If LeBron's in the playoffs, COVID protocols, they're going to find. You know, the scales ain't balanced, man. Listen. Welcome to Gemini season. Shout out to all the real Geminis. Yes, shout out to the bitch-ass Geminis too. Shout out to you guys too, because I do know there's a lot of bitch-ass Geminis. I know that. I acknowledge that. I know some. Trust me. And but there's a lot of real ones too. A lot of official Geminis. Courtney, Mikey Colbert. R.I.P. my boy Mikey, man. I'm gonna miss you. I miss you. It's our first June without you. All of y'all, man. My cousins. Cousin Rick, Jess. All of them. My man Shamar. I mean, it's a bunch of them. Listen, man. Y'all let me know if I missed you, man. Because it was Gemini season all month. 30 days. So I'm going to shout y'all out. You know I love y'all, man. So listen. Standard. We here. We out. If you like it, like it. You don't got to like shit. Because if you don't like it, what you like it for, right? Corny shit, yo. Nobody gets anything awarded them automatically, yo. And we don't believe in that shit. So anyway, man, I'll see you next time on The Standard soon. All right? Later, guys.